Hey you guys, welcome back to See Mindy Mom and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to do some meal prep, get things ready for house guests, for the kids coming home from school. I'm gonna share with you some of the things that I'm prepping today and maybe give you a few ideas, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, we are coming up on a holiday weekend. We have family coming into town to spend some time with us. Plus, the children are going to be out of school here in the next couple of days, and they're going to be home eating all the things. So I have some things that I wanted to meal prep, some desserts, some treats. I might give you a little tour of how I'm setting up my refrigerator and my pantry to make prepping meals and snacks easier as we are going to have more people in the house. So let's get started. So you've probably heard, if you build it, they will come. I find that if you prep it, they will eat, meaning all of the fruits and vegetables. So I am going to wash and clean and chop up the fruits and vegetables that I think we are going to eat in the next few days so that they are ready for the family. Anytime I'm chopping up pineapple, I take the core and I put it in my water tumbler for the day, and then throughout the day I have like pineapple infused water. It's awesome. So I know you guys are probably just dying to know how to pick the perfect watermelon. And you are in luck because I consider myself an unofficial amateur watermelon picking champion. And I'm going to reveal all of my secrets to you. So here we go. First off, when selecting a watermelon, you want one with a nice big yellow spot. I will be honest with you, I wish this one were even a little darker yellow, but this will do for today because it's early in the watermelon season. The reason you want this spot is because this indicates to you that it actually ripened on the vine in the sun. And if it was picked before it was ripe, it probably will not taste as good. Secondly, you really want to look for some of these brown webbing spots right there. I think a lot of people would avoid choosing a watermelon that has these, but supposedly this is where the watermelon was pollinated, which will make it sweeter. And then you also want to pick a watermelon that is more round like a basketball as opposed to oblong like a football. And the longer, more oblong ones, I think are not as sweet. Another thing to consider a positive is if you go to pick this watermelon up out of the bin and it seems heavier than it should be, that is a good thing because that means that it is full of sweet watermelon juice. So it is ripe and yummy. Oh yeah, there we go. Looky there, doesn't that look nice and red and ripe? The other thing that you want to keep in mind with watermelon is that you should only prep, only slice up about as much as you think you and your family will eat in about a 24 to 48 hour period. As the name suggests, watermelons are full of water and they will render water or the sweetness of the fruit after they have been sliced whenever they are sitting in a container. That's why if you slice up a bowl of watermelon after a few days, it's like half full of the watermelon juice. So you only want to prep about as much as you can eat in a 24 to 48 hour period because it won't taste as good the longer it sits. So what I usually do is I will slice up half of this melon and then the other half I'm just gonna cover the top of it with a little bit of saran wrap and I will put it back in the refrigerator just like this. And believe it or not, my family can consume at least half a watermelon in about a day or so. So after they have consumed the first half, I will come back and slice up the second half, and then I will go pick up another watermelon, and the cycle will repeat itself multiple times between the months of May and September. I am so delighted to be working with Green Chef to bring you this video. Thank you to Green Chef for sponsoring this video. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company with dishes for a variety of lifestyles, including vegan, vegetarian, paleo, and keto. Green Chef offers 9 recipes to choose from weekly that can be delivered contact-free right to your door. Recipes are quick and easy with step-by-step instructions, chef tips, and photos to guide you along. Plus, with Green Chef's wide variety of high-quality, clean ingredients, like their organic, non-GMO, sustainably sourced produce, you can feel great about what you're eating and how it got to your table. Our schedule lately has been a little crazy, especially with 3 kids involved in sports and activities that keep us out of the house several evenings a week. So it is a help to have some meals where ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped, including pre-made measured sauces, dressings, and spices, so we can get more flavor in less time. Right now, you can get $90 off, including free shipping on your first box, when you go to greenchef.us/90mindy and use code 90mindy at checkout. With Green Chef, it's easy to eat well and discover new recipes every week that you'll love to cook. For a few days lunch this week, I prepped this Cajun blackened chicken and dirty rice with corn, tomato and scallion, remoulade and pecans, and it was fantastic. I'll admit I almost ate both portions in the same day. It took a little discipline on my part not to go back for seconds. Green Chef does offer meals that make 2, 4, or 6 servings, so they're an excellent choice whether you're feeding a family or meal prepping for just 1 or 2. Thank you again to Green Chef for sponsoring this video, and be sure to go to greenchef.us/90mindy and use code 90mindy to get $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. I'm going to show you how to make one of the easiest summer desserts that I know. It's also very versatile because the flavor combinations are practically endless. It only requires 4 ingredients, well, I guess 5 if you count a quarter cup of water, but 5 ingredients including water, and it comes together quick and easy. All you need is a quarter cup of warm water, 2 6-ounce containers of yogurt, and 1 box of Jell-O. This is the sugar-free lime, and I got the lime flavored yogurt because my family is on a lime kick, so we're going for kind of a creamy, dreamy lime pie here. 1 8-ounce container of whipped topping, and 1 graham cracker crust. Now you can make yours if you want from scratch. I just took the easy road and got this one for 98 cents from my Walmart. So all I'm gonna do is pour my water into this bowl and then add the Jell-O just to let it dissolve. Then I will whisk in my lime yogurts, and once those are combined, I will gently fold in the whipped topping, pour it into the pie crust, and cover it and put it into the freezer, and you're done. And when I'm ready to serve this, I just pull it out, let it thaw for maybe 4 or 5 minutes so I can slice it up, and it is absolutely delicious. And like I said, so easy. And if you want to make a strawberry pie, you could get strawberry yogurt and strawberry Jell-O. If you want to make a peach one, you could get peach yogurt and peach flavored Jell-O. I just feel like there's a lot of flavor options out there for this pie, so you could kind of keep reinventing it throughout the summer, and it is so easy and so delicious. You guys, I was today years old when I realized that this little plastic thing that sits in the pie whenever I buy it from the store, I can just rinse it off, like wash it off in the sink, and then place it right on top like this in order to store the pie. Why have I never thought of that before? I've always been trying to carefully drape saran wrap or foil over it. All I had to do was just rinse off the inside of it, wash it off with a little Dawn, and I got a pie plate cover. Besides kind of your typical pantry staples, canned goods and dry goods and baking goods, rice, pasta, things like that, there are some snacks and other items that I tend to keep in there because they make for easy snack or meal preps for us or for the kids. I pretty much always have pretzels on hand. We like to dip those in peanut butter, in homemade ranch, in whipped cream cheese. We like to crush them up and put them into ice cream or yogurt. Graham crackers are also something that is very versatile. Graham crackers and milk was one of my favorite snacks as a child. And again, we can spread peanut butter on them. We can crush them up into yogurt. Sometimes we can make little faux ice cream sandwiches by putting a little bit of Cool Whip between two of them and then freezing it. Tortilla chips are another thing that I pretty much always have on hand. I love the Cantina style tortilla chips in the Great Value brand from Walmart. Not only can we, eat chips and salsa and other dips with these, but we like to put them into soups, make nachos. I will crush them up and put them into salads or on top of like fajita bowls if I'm making bowls with rice and beans and leftover meat. I also pretty much always have tortillas on hand. I find tortillas to be so much more kid friendly than bread because they're much harder to tear whenever you spread stuff across them. My kids like to eat tortillas with peanut butter and maybe a little honey, maybe a banana thrown in. They also like to eat turkey and cream cheese and roll it up in a tortilla. They can make quesadillas now on their own using the microwave, so they just come in handy for a lot of things. So here's some exciting news. The Senior PGA Tour is coming to Tulsa this weekend. And you might be thinking, what in the world does that have to do with this video, Mindy? Well, several of our visiting party are going to be at the golf course watching that on one of the days. So I know that I'm going to need a quick and easy dinner to throw together for that evening. So I am prepping a really easy taco rice bake. I have made this before. It comes from the website plainchicken.com, and I will leave it linked in the description box below, but I will show you now how I am making it. And then I will have that made and ready to go. And all I will have to do is pop it in the oven in a couple of days and serve it with some chips and some veggies whenever we are ready to eat it. And I think I will probably thank myself on that day for doing that this day. So there really is nothing to this little casserole, you guys. Like I said, it's from plainchicken.com. I've made it before. Everybody really likes it. These are the ingredients right here. I've got a pound of ground beef that I already browned and about 2.5 to 3 cups of cooked rice, a can of Rotel, a cup of sour cream. I have 2 cups of cottage cheese. The original recipe only calls for 1, but I'm going to use 2 cups. It calls for tomato sauce. I don't have any, so I'm going to just use a few tablespoons of this tomato paste and then add about half a cup of water. Some taco seasoning. I'm using homemade taco seasoning, and I am adding a bag of frozen corn as well. So basically, you just dump everything into a bowl or a pot and you stir it all together. And then you pour it into a casserole dish and top it with shredded cheese and bake it until it's bubbly. Everything in it is already cooked, so you're just trying to reheat it before you serve it. So I usually just put it into the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes or so, and it heats through. This is really, really good served with chips or in tortillas, and it's just a really easy weeknight meal that feeds a lot of people. I wanted to show you guys the inside of my refrigerator really quickly so I can point out some things that I do to help with meal prepping, especially for my kids when they're trying to prep breakfasts or lunches or snacks. And honestly, I kind of count on that in the summertime because I don't always have time to stop what I'm doing and make the meal. So it's nice whenever they can put things together themselves. So you can see that I have, my fruit here. I've prepped that for them, vegetables, there's salad fixings in the back. And if you're wondering who in the world is going to eat all of that, we're about to have 9 people in this household, so it will all get eaten up in just a few days. My kids can go through the fruit, especially in a heartbeat. But over here, I have these bins that I got at Dollar Tree years ago, and I use them to store yogurts and any kind of string cheese or cheese snacks because it makes it just easy to grab for the kids and it's right at their eye level. I also put this container of plain Greek yogurt in front of it because typically we will take these flavored yogurts and we will mix them with some of this Greek yogurt to kind of just keep the sugar count from being too high with those sugary yogurts. I also usually have a drawer here with sandwich making stuff and sometimes like some hot dogs or sausages or something. And then I also have other cheeses, things that I usually intend to use for recipes right here, but sometimes we put them on salads. I got these little mozzarella balls here because I thought that I would make up some pasta, and along with the veggies that we have and the mozzarella and the pasta, we can make like some really delicious pasta salads. But there are just some ideas for how I organize things to make it easier for everybody to prep their own meals. Okay, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope it was helpful and maybe gave you some ideas or at least entertaining. And thank you once again to Green Chef for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check them out. I'll leave them linked in the description box below. Thanks so much, and I'll be sure to check in with another video very soon.